All right, brothers, y'all already know how I do with this with these court cases. So let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about accountability with our women that don't. A lot of our women do not like to take accountability for anything, especially when it comes to I would say just even with relationships, but our women don't take accountability for anything, and I'm going to prove that to you by this court case. One thing, there's only two ways that women will take when women what women do is they'll either blame the other person, or if they do take accountability, they will always say both. And what they will do is they will say that it's the other person's fault before they take responsibility for anything. So I'm going to chime in on this court case here and there and show you that our women, not saying all, but the majority of our women do not take accountability for anything. So let's get into this court case.
Plaintiff Miles Haley and his girlfriend Dejaria Daniels say the defendant is Dejaria's twin, and Miles tried to help her out by renting her a car. However, Miles claims once he got the vehicle back, the police surrounded him and falsely accused him of committing a crime in the rental car. He's suing for car damages and car rental fees. Defendant Dejanay Daniels admits that while she had the rental car, she allowed her ex-boyfriend to use the vehicle, and she insists he is the one who damaged the vehicle. Therefore, she denies owing.
All right.
Another thing too, brothers. Whenever a woman doesn't want to take accountability, she'll go into storytelling. And a lot of times they do that to try to throw you off on the matter at hand. Most of our women do that. You could ask them a question which requires a yes or no answer, and they'll go into a whole story mode before they even give you the answer. But let's go ahead and let's go ahead and finish this out.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
All right, so Your Honor, a favor almost cost me my life by getting shot by the police. Dejaria,
Did you get shot or you almost?
I almost got shot by the police. Dejaria, she been on the show before. So
Oh, okay.
She informed us that you could help us with this situation.
All right.
All right, so I rented a car for Dejanay.
When? Where do you know it from?
This is my
how long?
girlfriend's twin sister.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, so she's my girlfriend's twin sister.
All
so
right.
I rented the car for
When?
September 16th.
And how long was she supposed to have it?
To the 18th, but
All
she
right.
needed 2 extended days, so it was supposed to be returned on the 20th.
Okay.
All right, so I rented the car for them. When I got the car, it was supposed to be at their mother's house on the 20th when I had to return it, but it wasn't there.
So
So
you went to look to get it, to return it.
Right.
It wasn't there.
it wasn't
Was
there.
she there?
She wasn't.
Okay.
Was she there? I think she was there, but she was like on her way.
Wasn't
to
she
work.
the one you rented it for?
Yeah. But
What did
was
she
on her
say
way
the
to
car
work.
was?
We asked her, and it ended up being her ex-boyfriend.
What did she
possessed-
say when you said, I'm here to pick up the car that I rented for you, and you're here, but I don't see the car?
It was in possession of her ex-boyfriend.
Oh, she said, my ex-boyfriend has it?
Yeah.
All right, and how did you respond?
We called him. We asked him, like, where is he? He said, I'm less than 10 minutes away. I'm on my way to bring you the car.
Okay.
An hour went past. Still hasn't showed up. We called him again.
Couple stops.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, not even on the way. So we called him again. We like, where you at? Where you at? He like, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Never came. We called him back one more time. Now he informed us that the car has 2 flats on it, and that we need to find a way to get the flats fixed. I'm trying to bring the car to you. I told him, like, all right, I got to be with the car because it's under my name, but I rented it just for her to use it. So I get to the car, I see the 2 flats, but as I see the 2 flats, I see tail light was messed up as well and a scratch on the side. So I go to a repair shop to get temporary tires put on. As I'm leaving the tire shop, the car smell like weed, which is against the policy of the rental service. So I go to a car wash. As I'm at the
policy it's against the law to smoke in the car.
Yeah.
Just like it is to drink in the car, the alcohol in the car. It's pretty much the same rules, alcohol as weed now. That is, got to be an adult, 21. I don't think you can smoke weed as a minor now just because it's legal in most states. Secondly, it's just like alcohol. Go ahead.
So
smoke it openly, like you can't drink openly alcohol. You can't walk up in the street, walk up and down the street smoking a joint. And so I'm just trying to educate a little bit. Just like you're not able to go up down the street drinking liquor. And
Hey, didn't the judge say go ahead and then he wants to continue? My goodness, Judge, like we get the explanation. Let's continue.
police see you and they're gonna get open. And same thing with riding in the car. You can't ride in the car with open weed. It's like you can't ride in the car with open liquor. You can't drink and drive. You can't smoke and drive. So it's all the same rules. I just wanted to make sure
I got it.
most kids know, young people knew that because many think, oh, I'm 14, I can smoke weed now. No, you got to be an adult. Go ahead.
All right, so like I said, the car got ashes all over the place, smell like weed. So I'm trying to vacuum out the car and at least get the smell out. But as I'm there trying to do it, 5 police officers hop out on me, guns drawn. They tell me, put my hands up, put your hands up. So they detain me, and as they detaining me, Dejaria, she there through the whole process of everything that was going on. So she informed them that they got the wrong person. They looking for Dejanay's ex-boyfriend. So they this is the police officer's personal vehicle, cause they informed me that
Who has a personal vehicle of the police officers?
It was stolen. So they informed why I'm being detained. They informed me that the reason why I'm being detained is because the rental car was used in a high speed and the Grand Theft Auto of the police officer's personal vehicle. So they telling me she telling them they got the wrong person. They got the wrong person. So he just want his car back because this is his personal vehicle. Nice Jeep. So he all right, call him. Let them know that you got a sale. Somebody trying to buy the car for $2,500. He on the phone yeah, I'm on my way. I got a title for the car and everything right now. I'm on my way. So they trying to lure him in. He end up never coming. And they take me down to the station for questioning. And I don't know the person. I don't know her ex-boyfriend at all.
You never agreed to allow him to drive?
Never agreed to allow. It was supposed to be in her possession. I told her anything happen, the responsibility, all the fees and anything is on you. So I don't know him. So they thinking I'm lying the whole time or that I'm involved. But Dejaria, like I said, she was there the whole time. She came down to the station. She let them know who the person they was looking for. They compared it to a video they had, and they found out it was him. They ended up letting me go. The invoices through the rental app that
this man could have probably been dead right now if his girlfriend wasn't there. These cops don't care. You're like garbage disposal to these cops. And all they see is a black man. It's terrible, man.
I owe $27.34 in car rental fees and damages. I informed Dejaria to let Dejanay know, and she ended up telling us it ain't had nothing to do with her. She wasn't driving the car.
Can't ride in the car.
And Dejanay Daniels is being sued by her sister's boyfriend, who claims he rented a car for Dejanay and she damaged it. But she insists her ex-boyfriend caused the damages.
Let me hear from you.
I asked my sister to ask Miles, can he give me a rental car for my daughter's birthday to go to Wisconsin Dells or whatever the case may be. But the car was in my possession at the time we went to Wisconsin Dells from the 16th to the 18th. And we was coming back later on that day, so I asked to extend the day to the 18th or whatever the case may be. So the 19th, we was going to return the car. So as on my way to work, my ex-boyfriend called me. On my way to work, he had the car basically when we came back from Wisconsin Dells because...
He had the car.
Yeah, because
How did he get the car?
Because I let him keep the car. I let him use the car to go to his friend's house because I had work the next morning, so I just let him keep the car basically, or whatever the case may be. And
I really hate that phrase, whatever the case may be. What does that even mean? My goodness. Let's continue. These vocabularies just getting out of hand.
And as he
I know
keep the
it's funny.
car.
You ain't the one you're not the one out of 2,700. Go ahead, laugh. We're gonna get the last laugh. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so as he keep the car, then the next morning, my ex-boyfriend called me and was like, can you call Mouse or your sister to ask to keep the car for another day? So I called Mouse and my sister for them to for him to keep the car for another day, basically.
You said you asked if he could keep it.
Basically, if he could keep the car.
Basically, did you
I mean,
ask
I'm
if
sorry,
he could
yes,
keep it?
yes, I called.
Who did you ask?
Mouse or my sister?
Both?
Yeah, my sister, because I had her number. I didn't have Mouse number at the time.
All right, why you keep saying his name then? That's you said that third time. You
Okay.
said 3 times it was the both. You said him and her 3 times. Now you
I mean, because they
down.
together, so she have to
You don't know when you're
communicate
talking
with.
to one person or 2?
Huh? Excuse me?
Do you know when you're talking to one person or 2 people?
Yeah, I know when I'm talking to.
All
one
right,
person
that's
too.
what I was asking. Who?
Okay.
All these
Well,
games you playing, you don't have enough to play with me. You don't. I'm sorry. You accept my.
I'm actually glad that Judge Mathis is kind of getting hard on her, cause she taking this thing as a joke, and it's not even funny because this man could have been dead. It could have been a damn shootout, one way. The police could have probably shot the man, all because the boyfriend out here doing criminal shit, and she think this shit is funny.
Accept my apology.
Okay, yeah.
Don't mean to offend you. I'm just trying to discourage you from playing games because I don't want to make a big fool out of you.
Okay.
Because you're trying to talk slick with me, and I'm a highly paid slick talker.
I don't talk slick.
Oh,
I don't
live
talk slick to
Yeah.
people. So,
Don't they one? Aren't they one? When you talk to one, aren't they one together? If you didn't talk to him and it was in his name, you didn't get permission. Anything else you want to tell me about this?
Okay. That when I talked to my sister about keeping the car for another day, I told them that I was not going to be in the car because I have work, and I was at work at the time when the car situation was going on, or whatever. So as the car situation going on, they said that he keep the car for another day. They sent the money to me, and I sent it to Mal's Cash App. And when they sent the cash, I told them that I was not going to be in the car with him. I was going to be at work, and I had my daughter. So the 20th come or whatever for the car to get turned back. They called me and said that he called me and said that the car caught on flat. But I'm at work as this stuff happening, so I didn't know like what was really going on. But they was calling him to get the car. So I didn't know. After they called to get the car, they had met him to go get the car, and the flat was on the car was on flat, and I had nothing to do with that basically. So I'm not understanding why I'm being sued for something, and I wasn't in the car with them, and Miles knew that my boyfriend had the car.
What do you mean you don't know why you're getting sued? You were 100% responsible for the car. So why would you think? Why? Come on. This is what I'm saying. She made up a whole story just to say that she doesn't feel like she's accountable for the car that was in her possession. It's not like, first of all, it's not like your boyfriend or your ex-boyfriend stole the car. You handed him the keys. That's why I say, again, accountability versus storytelling. That's basically what this is. And you don't want to take no of it. Again, this is why I say, brothers, that a lot of our women, not all, but 98.9% of them have a childlike mentality. And they don't mature mentally until they're about 50. Now I'm going to even say 60 years old. 60.
Yeah, because you don't think right. Because you don't think right. That's why you're being sued.
Okay, but the car was for me, but at the end of the day, it wasn't in my possession because Miles knew that he had the car.
Right, yeah. I know. You gave it to somebody who damaged him and cost him $2,734 without his permission. And then you try to talk slick to me, talking about, well, when you talk to one, don't you getting permission from both? That slick talk gets you 1 out of 2,746. And 2, it gets you some advice. to go and get a little more logic and reasoning up there, because you don't even make sense to yourself, or you shouldn't. You give his car to somebody else without his permission. Not only is he thrown down and almost killed by the police, you think you're going to leave him out of 2700? What's wrong with you?
Okay,
Is
but
something wrong with her? You sound like it. What's wrong with you? What's the matter with you? Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
How could you not feel that you're responsible? Again, the man almost lost his life, and you're in court laughing because your ex-boyfriend was on a police chase with his rental car that you were responsible for. This is why I say a lot of our women do not take accountability. She ain't taking no accountability, so of course she's going to put it on the boyfriend. Brothers, we got to really evaluate our women. That's why a lot of times when you ask them a question, just make sure you get a yes or no answer, because once they go into storytelling, they're going to try their best to distract you.
If you knew the type of person he was, and you knew that he probably wasn't responsible, you should have just let me know ahead of time that.
And that's another thing too. Our women be dating some of the dumbest niggas and then don't want to take responsibility for that either. Then they want to say all niggas ain't shit. All because you dated the other 20 niggas that wasn't shit. So all of a sudden, all niggas ain't shit. But again, brothers, I'm not really here to, even though it probably sounds like I'm throwing shade at women, at the end of the day, brothers, if you know the mentality of our women, you'd make better decisions on who you choose. I keep telling y'all, brothers, our women, a lot of our women are bat shit crazy.
You feel me? Nah, just turn the car back in. Don't extend the days because he got the car and he not responsible. So we wouldn't even be in the mess if none of this really happened. If he ain't have it at all.
Should have never gave him the car. That's all I got to say. Because you asked for the car and we gave you the car and it was in your possession and you gave him the car. So now we in this situation. So.
And she don't even understand that. She's still sitting there thinking that is not even her fault. Again, brothers, that's what accountability. Well, let me rephrase that. That's what it looks like when a woman doesn't take accountability. They won't take responsibility for anything, and they will always throw blame on somebody else. Always. Or they will find a way to throw blame on somebody else. But on that note, brother, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show you guys about accountability and storytelling, because our women love to do that. But on that note, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.